Hello, welcome to WPC Weekly Player Chat Week 4. The date is June 5th, 2017. Unfortunately, Moon cannot be here. He's attending on the duties, so you have me, Poseidon, doing WPC. Today we have Gibbs. Say hello.
Hello.
Reese Swat.
Hello.
Rex.
Yo.
Sherman. And our new commander, or Captain Fox.
Hello.
And we also have Young Thieves.
Yeah.
Okay. So this time we have decided on a topic to talk about for WPC. Among the people here, we've decided to talk about some battalions, along with some questions about equipment. For example, our first questions will actually be, what is your opinion on rocket boots? Should we bring them back? How will they affect you or other people using them? Gibbs?
Alright, so my opinion is I remember when I was back on last year, I think there were rocket boots back then.
Mhm.
And it lagged the server pretty badly, and it was pretty loud. And I just remember people using their rocket boots just too much, spamming it, and just out of character type stuff with it, and it ruined the fun. It's just not fun.
Alright. Reese?
I haven't been here too long, but from other people's perspectives that I've heard before about the rocket boots, and like Gibbs just said, I don't really think they should come back if they've had those kind of negative responses and kind of things from the community, like loudness and kind of like being too overpowered.
Okay. Rex?
Well, in my opinion, I didn't lag with the rocket boots, though I think they actually had a add-on for jetpacks instead of rocket boots. But they should consider the rocket boots.
Okay. Fox?
Me personally, I haven't been here that long, but from what people are saying, I'm kind of on the edge about it because, one, in the battlefield, they're gonna be a great hand. They're gonna help you out a lot, but you're also gonna have those miniatures or trolls that might possibly abuse them.
Okay.
Well, may I say something about that? It won't be everyone that gets the rocket boots. It'll be just the people that get jetpacks that are supposed to have jetpacks that get them.
Young Thieves?
Well, me being a really old player here, I've had my fair share. I've seen the jet boots and the rocket boots, and I would like to say that the rocket boots were annoying. People spammed them, and they just weren't fun after a while because people were flying around like jets and airplanes. But the jet packs, or the jump boots, where you could actually just jump up, and it would be like a 15-foot fly in the air, and you'd land on a building, really worked out and really helped provide advantages in events and stuff. So I would want to see those get re-added, but rocket boots definitely no.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna be moving on to our next question. A question suggested by Thieves that some people are also talking about. Should we bring Null Arc back? If you don't know what Null Arc are, they're basically one of the two detachments of Arc. I don't know all the lore of them personally, but we're gonna start with Gibbs.
I don't really know. I don't think the server is big enough to have so many battalions in it. And when you have so many battalions being thinned out from other like battalions being made, it just makes all the battalions small. And in Star Wars lore, the battalions were huge. And now you're just seeing just really small battalions now in this game.
Okay. Reese SWAT.
Um, I haven't been here that long, like I said previously. But in other servers and communities I have been part of, and for the time I've been here, that hasn't seemed like this player base has been huge, like insanely huge enough for the amount of battalions you guys already have. And like Gibbs has previously said, there's already, like in lore wise, I mean, there's already a lot of, like, there's so many people in each battalion. So adding in more and more battalions, and especially like something that everybody's gonna be kind of like mainstreaming to, because it's like, ooh, jetpacks, arc, or whatever, you know what I mean? I feel like that wouldn't be a good idea to really add in, because we don't really have that big of a player base at this point already, and then most of the player base we get coming in, going to ARC or other battalions where they get all the cool stuff, if you will, probably wouldn't be that good for all the other battalions, which would probably lead to them dying out.
Okay. Rex.
What was it again?
The question was, should we bring Null Arc back?
Well, I don't know. It really depends on how other people feel about it. I mean, in all honesty, of course, there aren't a lot of people here right now, but you know, if we had about as many people as we used to, I'm sure that we could, like, I'm sure people would join because it is a new battalion. It is a new thing. People are wanting new things and everything. But yeah, I mean, you know, it just needs. I think that it would help out a little bit, but in the long run, it'll probably start dying off, just like a few of the other ARC and RC and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not saying that they're dead, but you know, they barely have people that get on now.
Okay. Fox.
My personal opinion and just past experiences with leading and stuff. It's for individuals. It's a lot more fun if there's obviously more battalions and such because they get to lead them. But for me personally, for the mass majority, working as a team, one works 10 times more effective, and two, to me, is a lot more fun because most of the experiences I remember is when you have like that big ass line and like debrief or such, and you're just having fun and such as that, or just making that big firing line, killing everybody, or such as that. But me personally, I don't think they should come back.
Okay. Thies.
Well, I suggested this, so obviously I'm gonna have more of a biased opinion. But from what I'm hearing of other people, it's a really good opinion that the player base isn't big enough for Nullark to come back. But being that I was in Nullark for a long time, it was really fun, and it could bring back lots of old players, which could boost the player base because they would want to come back and join back in. But then again, it could negatively affect on it or on the server because there's not a massive player base as there used to be, which is not as good. And so I see reasons why it shouldn't come back, but I also see reasons of why it could come back. So I would hope that it would come back, but it's alright if it doesn't.
Okay. And that wraps it up for this question. So we're moving on to our next question. Our next question being, this will probably be a short question. Should clone troopers have grappling hooks? Now, this is suggested by a player on the server, Gibbs.
Are you saying CTs like the
Yes.
normal CTs?
Yep, clone troopers.
No. That is a really bad idea. No CTs should ever have grappling hooks because people could just spam them, and Mingers could come in and just spam. It's CT's never even used grappling hooks in any of the lore that I've seen. It's just a bad idea. So no.
Okay, Reese.
I agree 100% with exactly what Gibbs said. Actually, with the meta, now there's a lot of them, but every now and then you're gonna get a couple binges here and there, and just people that don't even know what it is, they're probably gonna spam it or do something like very annoying with it.
Okay, Rex.
All right. I think that, in all honesty, I've been dealing with a lot of CTs a lot of the time. Yeah, you do get the ninjas here and there, but there are those troopers that do want to actually play, and there have been situations where we have had to grapple out of, say, a silo, and we've had to pull like dangerous things with lads, such as going and going down in the silos to pick up the CTs that had no grappling hooks to get out. So I do think that we should give them grappling hooks, but keep a closer eye on them.
All right. Fees. Or actually, sorry. Fox.
Oh, sorry. I think that they should the NCO ranks at all, because it may be useful for kind of like the NCOs. They're kind of going to be more trusted than just like the normal privates when they start out. To be able to kind of do like a little bit of scouting ahead so they don't get absolutely pummeled, or maybe just stuff like that. They're going to come in handy for NCO ranks.
Okay. Fees.
Going off of what other people have said so far, I don't think that normal troopers should have them whatsoever. Grappling hooks are more of a special ops kind of thing. Like CTs are supposed to be frontliners. They're supposed to be up there. They're not trying to climb around or get to high advantages for stealthiness or anything in general. Those are more for like someone who's for say ARC, or if there was some sort of Spec Ops Republic Commando, that's what they would be used for, but they should not be given to regular troops like that, and instead be given to Spec Ops and NCOs and such. Yeah.
Okay. And now for our next question. What are some of the battalions currently that you see doing the best? Gibbs.
I just came back from being here last year, so right now I don't know much. I would maybe say um, the Republic Commandos, I guess. That's all I can think of.
All right. Reese.
I just joined the community today, actually. So, I've seen 501st and a couple other battalions doing a little bit.
All right. Rex.
Tell me again. I'm sorry. I'm also in the middle of.
What are some of the battalions that you see doing the best on the server right now?
Well, in my opinion, the 501st have done really well lately. The 212th have done well. Hold on. 21st, even without their commander, and they've had to do this twice or so without it, or they've had to deal quite often without a commanding officer. But they have held their own really well. And I want to say that they have been doing really well even without a commander, without even practice or training. Which, I'm trying to change that now. They're going to be getting a lot more training.
Okay. Fox.
Currently I have no comment. I just joined yesterday.
Okay. Fees.
Well, I would say that from a more Overwatch or third-person kind of view of watching the meta, because I play more as a Mandalorian and not as a trooper. I would say ARF has been doing decent for what they're supposed to be doing. Like, they've been following orders, sniping recon and stuff.
Okay. Now, what are some of the battalions that need some work that you see on the server currently? We'll start with Gibbs.
CTs.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Clone troopers.
Okay, thank you. Reese?
I just joined today, so I have no comment on that.
Okay. Rex?
Clone troopers. ARF. Main thing ARF needs to work on is their mouth. There are quite a few others. I just can't think of them right now.
Okay. Fox?
To be 100% honest, Shock, whoever was the commanding officer or whoever was before me in charge, me personally, I do not feel like they did a good job, and since I am now the new CO, I'm going to be now changing that very quickly.
Okay, I'd just like to comment. I think the reason Shock is in a big disarray right now is because we really haven't had a captain for Shock for a while. I just like to point that out. There really hasn't been a captain for a while.
Oh boy, I can't remember the last one.
Anyway, Thies.
Repeat the question, sorry.
What are some of the battalions that you see doing that need some work right now on the server?
327th.
327th, alright. Okay. Does anybody else have any comments about this? About any of this is supposed to be a discussion. If you would like to put your input into anybody else's thoughts, you are welcome to. Okay. With that being said, how do you think the higher ups are going about with
How well
well
do you think the higher ups are doing their job?
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry, my phone was distracting me. We'll start with Gibbs.
Well, let's just say I don't really see a clone commander or a clone higher up doing that well with CTs or teaching them how to do stuff. And that's about it for me.
Okay. Reese?
For the short time that I have been on today, I've seen a couple clone commanders, not even in the unassigned battalion or anything like that, really taking charge and helping out people that aren't even part of their own battalion, teaching them what to do, like how to do stuff like that.
Okay, Rex?
Well, there are a few that I think do need to step up a bit more, but I do think that they do pretty well for their part.
All right, Fox?
From what I've seen today, on an individual scale, they do just fine, but when it comes to coordinating with each other, I feel like that is where their weak spot is. For example, today, like we were told to go up the elevator, and right when we got back to the top, we were told to go back down by somebody else.
All right. Thies?
Going off of what Fox said, that's a really good scenario of what's going on, because there's a lot of very stumbled coordination, and people aren't working together because they did get told to go up and immediately after got told to go down, and then were threatened for demotion after. So it's just really bad coordination with all of them combined.
Now, I will say, if I may speak on that, I will say that Wolf did say to get on the elevator, but he never said to go up. and I don't think anyone else said to go up the elevator. Now, I know Galaxy was on there, but I think that that situation could have been dealt with better. I will say that I will take partly to blame. I will say that I should not have gone straight with the demotion there, but I was really kind of aggravated with everyone at the point.
Okay. Anybody else have any comments? Nope. All right. With that being said, thank you guys all for participating in this week's WPC, and that pretty much wraps it up. Please leave your, if you have any discussion, anything to say, please leave it in the comments. Your opinion on any of the topics we've talked about today. Thank you for watching. This has been WPC for June 5th, 2017. Bye.